When it looks well, you actually generate value and revenue. That's everybody's wish, right?
Yeah.
But it starts with a continuous communication and feedback process, right? You want to make sure that your teams talk to each other on a regular basis, and you have to set them up for success, right? So the role of a CPO and a CMO is to make sure, number one, that they display true partnership. It matters. So it means that on a regular basis, your CPO and your CMO really have to share the stage. They have to speak together. They have to develop content, presentations together, right? The second is they have to make sure that they have a common framework in understanding how the teams work together on shared goals. So if the teams are launching, for example, a new product, it happens. It's a typical situation where teams are going to have to collaborate together. You have to have a framework to ensure that the teams have common goals. They have very shared KPIs and objectives. So an OKR type of structure, if you like.
Yeah.
And where each team is given very specific objectives, but you have to put them on the same page. So you go back and the CPO is going to go to me and say, Tiffen, what is your team generating on that particular deliverable? And I'll go back and say, hey, Francois, who is the name of my CPO, this is what I'm doing. And in exchange, what is your team? How is your team contributing? And you look at the efforts of both teams. So my recommendation is always, when you work with a C-level partner, is to make sure that you have a visual understanding, a dashboard of sorts of how your teams are actually driving the work and driving results. And it works when you start really compromising on things that are sometimes inevitably going to happen between teams. And when you start giving credit to the teams and sharing success together. That to me is really, really important.